All right. That stuff doesn't mean okay. And okay, shut down that window. Thank you for your patience. Hello, Siriar. Welcome back. What else we got? The Fat Wizard. I feel like the Fat Wizard, you've never spoken in our chat, so I would love to get to know you. All right, that all set. Let me know how my audio levels are. Yeah, this one for some reason, unless I have the Quest for Infamy window as the top window, it doesn't play. I guess it's an AGS thing. Restore saved games. So yeah, we were playing in here as the sorcerer, and I'm out and about the countryside right now. I also have my list of ingredients that I need for spells. Ooh, this quite loud. I dig it. Turn that volume down on my end. Okay.
You give yourself the once-over. You're still alive and relatively good-looking. All things considered, it could be much worse.
Yeah, true.
You see a pleasant-looking young man who his shoe is probably annoying as hell.
Yeah, let's find out, shall we? I don't think we talked to him. Ask about... Who are you?
Oh, forgive me. My name is Rin, grandson of Frederick. My grandfather gathers and sells firewood, so he's off right now.
Oh, okay.
You can usually find him here, around the fire after dark.
Oh wait, I do remember him telling us that before.
Well, as far as I can remember, travellers from all over have been gathered at this grotto.
Isn't the grotto
There's
even
no rule
water?
or law here other than act to others as you would to yourself. Well, right now, the bridge to the north is out. It was washed out by the melting snow from the spring. One day, the water just began rushing and suddenly the bridge fell. It was most odd.
That sounds suspicious.
It's been a real inconvenience for the whole valley. Just yesterday, we had a stranger who showed up and decided to stay because the bridge is
Oh,
out.
interesting.
He introduced himself as Swap.
Oh, hey, he knows.
He was riding a cart pulled by a donkey. He's made himself a little home in some of the ruins just to the south of here. He's been a very nice fellow so far.
Alright. Now,
Goodbye, sir.
can we go into your tent?
Pushing aside the tent for you, you enter
teller.
the fortune
Is
teller's
there a
tent.
void card? I hope there's a void card.
You enter the makeshift tent
Oh,
of the
Space Quest
gypsies.
historian.
It's dark inside, but you see your seat in front of a woman who smiles warmly.
The sound of the game feels as if someone was repeating over. So there's an echo. That might be... So my setup here on my new laptop, new to me laptop, is a little odd because when I plug in headphones, it doesn't stop the audio from coming through the speakers for some reason. I can't figure out why this is. Most things tell me like, oh, go into, you know, the audio controls and just tell it to, you know, mute this one and then use this instead when they're plugged in. Except that the headphones never show up on the list of like sound devices. So I can't tell it to use those by default because they're not there. Even though they're working, I can hear it up here. But if I take these off, I'll still hear it here. Alright, I've tried turning that down a little bit. Let me know if that fixes the audio. Hey, look! Oh, who's on here? Let's see. Do we get some more people? Let's okay, not yet. Just some cool other auto hosts, which is cool. Thank you, Shuri, Chris, and Space Quest Historian for hosting us. I always remember Space Quest. There's the Three Guys on the Backseat Designers podcast, which I was on over the summer. You should go check out their podcast and look for my episode. It was between seasons 3 and 4. Which one is... I'm trying to remember which one of those guys is the Space Quest Historian account. Because that's also just another podcast that they host. I'm trying to like picture their Twitter handles. And I'm like, no, I think they've all got their own, so that must just be another channel, another account of theirs that they collectively have. If one of you watches this, feel free to correct me and let me know which one of you actually runs the Space Quest story in that account. Alright, Gypsy.
Welcome, welcome. It is good to see you, friend. I enjoy meeting new people. I am Karenina, and you are Mr. Rome, are you not?
Oh, you're certainly good at this.
Well, I claim nothing. I only offer advice. Would you care for me to read your
I
fortune?
totally would.
Yes, please.
Just 10 blighs, please.
Alright,
You pay the 10
yeah,
blighs.
you do. No bargaining here.
You must look around and talk to people. To make connections is to seek your fortune. Be sure and speak with who you can, and avoid areas where danger lurks.
Well, I can
A
touch that.
large man
Oh,
will
well,
test
this is
your
very
resolve
specific.
quite soon. Thank you for visiting, friend. Please do come back again.
Alright. Oh, hello.
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, this is Fred.
It's okay, Grandfather. Remember, all are welcome here.
Ah,
I know. Well, this one looks shifty.
you look shifty.
This is Mr. Rowan, Papa.
Nice to meet you, sir. Your love and protection of your home is commendable.
Sorry, he gets a bit muddled.
That's okay. I just hope I'm half as keen as he is when I'm his age. And that I'm surrounded by a gaggle of young women who attend to my needs.
Thank you for understanding. Please, make yourself at home.
She's a pretty young gypsy girl. You know better than to mess with her, however. Those girls pack knives, and they know how to use them.
Let's chat.
Hello there, miss.
Hello there, stranger. Can I help you?
Sure. Who are you?
I am Cora. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. You can call me Rowan.
Where did you pop this for a sec? I've got this image hanging in the background. Okay, there we go.
I've lived here all my life. Sometimes we'll travel out and about into the world, going north to get more supplies as needed, but we've always come home here. I sew and knit these items for our use. Occasionally I sell some to people, where and when I get the opportunity.
Do you sell a lot of them around here?
Oh yes! In the cold months, I sew them up as robes to keep the townsfolk in Volksville warm. I heard the most terrible rumbling one day, and suddenly, it was gone. I have one here I can sell you, Mr. Rowan. It's a bit warm for them at the moment, though.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's always good to be prepared.
Especially in an adventure game.
Yes, I suppose it is. Would you like the robes? Only 50 blighs for you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some robes.
Here you go. A lovely set of handmade white robes.
Wait. That'll make me look innocent.
Thanks.
Alright,
It
later.
was a pleasure to chat with you, Rowan.
I'll do what black toys do and help you only if you ask so. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I do generally like to try and figure these out by myself. What spells do I have my spell book? That's a good question. Where is my spell book? I think I just have the one. Is there a way I can... Where can I go to find those? I guess I have to get into combat. I think I just have the one that I earned in my...
These white robes match your eyes perfectly. No, wait. You don't have white eyes. Okay, let's start again. These white robes are
Fireball
really
style or
white.
something, I think. A little mini... thing, yeah.
A lion holding skinned rabbits is tied.
Hey.
It's a goat.
It's a goat! Look at this guy.
carries a really nice looking bow with him. He probably carved it and strung it himself, which is way too much work, you think?
Alright, well, let's go talk to him. Maybe he'll train us in, like, archery. That'd be pretty handy.
Ahoy, good sir.
Well met, stranger. You may call me Jonas. Might I have the pleasure of your name?
You know, how come she didn't get a box with the name on top like these guys are?
You
That's
may call
right,
me
that's what they
Rowan,
usually
good sir.
have.
Nice to speak with you, Mr. Rowan. I must get back to cleaning my... If you come back later, I should have my bows cleaned and restrung if you like. We can have a shooting contest.
Fun. How very, quest for the longbow.
Sounds like a fun time. You enjoy your cleaning.
Ha! Right. So I shall. Talk to you soon. Long days and pleasant nights.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Sorry. Cycling. Here we go.
This guy is ancient. You wonder if he knew Moses. Then you wonder who Moses was.
Sounds like
Weird.
someone old, I guess, yeah.
He just turns his shoulder.
Yeah, you're stubborn like that.
You know, I'm not just some crazy old man. In fact, I know some things that might interest you.
I would love to hear them.
Trouble is, I'm interested in something from you. Are you willing to perhaps trade some services for what I know?
Yeah, I am.
Well, see, I need some Kaiser wood.
Kaiser.
It only grows in the swamp on the other side of the valley, and I'm not wandering over there.
Alright.
If you can go there and get me some, I'd be willing to talk about whatever you like.
Alright. You have yourself a deal, sir. Oh, wait. Hang on. What's this?
The hermits have been here a while by the...
Can I go into this one? Alright, I can. I have to if I enjoyed Conquest of the Longbow. So I have to admit, I haven't played Conquest of the Longbow, but I watched a Let's Play of it at some point a while back. And it was pretty cool. To be honest, I'm not sure if there was an option for...
The grass border... You're all...
Alright. So the north is the bridge. So we're gonna go back down south here. Yeah, I have it going through here. So I'm gonna go through the wall and align myself at the very least. Here we go. Some graves here. Well,
This chimney is pretty exquisite for a small little cabin. You admire the artistry. You notice an H in the headstone on the hearth. Whatever it is you're trying...
let's go look at these. H. Looks like there used to be a bridge here too.
Jeremy Hummel and Katerina Hummel, beloved father, beloved wife. We left paradise, only to find it again in each other.
That's so damn sweet. I might just weep a bit here.
Whatever it...
Ah, okay, we can. Yeah, I did send him a message, obviously, as you can
You
tell.
try with all your might,
Okay, oops. Clicked off the...
but you just can't.
Sorry about that.
You're already...
I already can. I am. It's true. Hummel. There's someone in the town with the last name Hummel.
The old ruin of a house stands on the edge of the grasslands. You imagine it was quite cozy at some point in time. The gorge runs through this area of the grasslands, effectively separating the east from the west banks. The gorge runs...
Okay. Someone in town had last name Hummel. Yes, I completely slipped my mind to put up the poll about what game to play today. So I only knew a few hours ago that it was going to be this one.
This is a dry and rickety old swing. Seriously, it doesn't look like you could sit on it without it crumbling into a pile of dry sawdust.
So I was only able to send a message to Steve.
You touched the swing.
This morning, so I'm not surprised.
This is a wonderfully old oak tree. You wonder how many years it has stood here just waiting for you to come along.
A lot, clearly. Can I climb it? That'd be pretty cool. It's a very nice tree, very pretty.
You attempt to climb the tree, you don't get far.
Alright, let me do a little programming. There we go.
You attempt.
I'm gonna go for
You attempt.
+1 on my
You attempt to.
before I leave here.
You attempt.
There we go. Okay. That's enough for me. This is a nice little area. Ooh, deer.
It's a pretty little. You play around.
Fine. Alright, go back to running for now. Oh, there I am.
The grasslands are bordered on the western side by a massive deep chasm. To the far north, you see the river turns to the east, and across the river in the distance, you can see what appears to be a castle. To the south, you can see the port city of Tyr in the distance. Having admired the view for as long...
FYI, this is where everything is. Now move along. Whoops. Did it again.
The jaguar is a feline predator.
Ooh. So what we're gonna do is save the game. Jaguar.
You can feel something was amiss when...
Let's fight this cat.
Shut on, fast there too.
I think all I did was piss her off. I'm not doing so good here.
You are rendered unconscious and...
Whoops. It didn't go.
You wake up on the cold floor. You take your eyes a minute to adjust, but you believe you're in the apothecary.
Phil, glad you're up. You've been out most of the day.
What happened?
Well, Hobbs found you out in the woods, so we went out to get you and brought you back here. I have healed you.
Well, Jared, I don't know what to say.
It's my job. Now be more careful.
I will.
Yeah. Huh. Achievement, thankfully there's a healer.
You should find something relaxing to do to help you recover fully.
You hand Jared 10 blyes for his trouble.
Well, this was unexpected.
Thank you, sir.
As the day winds down, you decide to check out the performance in the town market that Kessel mentioned.
Huh. Oh, here we go.
A street magician is performing his act in the market. The townspeople all look happy with his little show. You've seen worse, but you've also seen better.
This looks like the guy who's gonna test my resolve.
Hey there, little man. Watch where you're going.
You walked into me, man.
Well, that's not very nice at all. You should really have more confidence in yourself.
Huh?
You said little man, and I assumed you were talking to your, twig and plums.
What? No, I...
Oh, well then, be your bullocks getting away again.
Oh, I see. So maybe you're just looking for me to pound you.
Absolutely not. I just think you should see a doctor about your swollen boys. They're obviously making you cranky, Mr.
I'll kill you!
Okay, Mr. I'll kill you. But I really don't know how you can fight with your bits all sore like that.
You are dead meat, pal.
I guess we are fighting Gorth. Alright.
Shut on!
Boom.
Shut on, us there too.
Come on. Oof.
You guess
That was
Gorth
close.
wasn't as tough as people said he was.
He gave me a pretty good run for my money here.
You managed to overpower Gorth, and he falls to the ground.
Ooh.
You wonder if you should put him out of his misery,
There's a
or
tough
let him
one.
live to pick another fight another day.
Alright. Here we go. Do we kill Gorth, or do we show mercy? Let's see. We've got a smaller crowd today. Stab him in the brainstem. Alright, we've got 1 vote for kill him. Also, yay, Fat Wizard, you said something. That might be the first time. You know, maybe this would be the turning point for him, though. No, you gotta vote, Sariar. You know, maybe this would be a turning point for Gorth. He's been beaten. Maybe he's gonna reevaluate his choices and, you know, turn over a new leaf. So... Of course, if we've only got 2 of you and you vote for the opposite things, I guess I'll have to be the tiebreaker. Oh, that's no problem. Silent watching is also totally welcomed, but it's fun to get people involved in chatting, so. Alright, well, if we have no other votes, then it looks like we're gonna be offing Mr. Gorth here. Although, worth asking, is the sheriff in the crowd? Because he would probably not take kindly to that. It might be a bit of a, I don't see him. I imagine he would show up. It's not like me killing this guy here is going to be very subtle. I did save right before the Jaguar fight, so I suppose if this really screws it up, I can just go back to that. Alright. Having no other votes, we shall kill him. Goodbye, Gorth. It was not that fun knowing you. Boom. Yeah, I had a feeling.
What's going on here?
Well, this big guy came out of nowhere.
I feel bad about that.
Gorth bumped into him and attacked him. We all saw it.
Is this true?
I did. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh. I have won over the crowd, apparently.
I believe it. Gorth is always starting trouble. This was clearly self-defense, Mr. Rome.
Totally.
I know it was. I was there, defending myself.
I don't like trouble in my town, though, Mr. Rome. If trouble seems to find you here once again, I shall be forced to do something about it. Do you understand?
Gotcha, lawman.
Crystal clear, boss.
All right. Somebody take care of Gorth, and the rest of you, stop gawking. Musicians,
Just accidentally
play
turned
some
up
music.
the volume on my headphones.
Mr. Rome, I'd appreciate if you'd stop by my office sometime tomorrow.
Will do, Chief.
You did a good thing. That Gorth was a real bastard.
Yeah, he was always bothering my wife.
That's not cool.
One time, he punched me for drinking my ale too fast.
That is an odd thing to punch someone for.
One time he punched me for drinking my ale too slow.
Also odd, but I can at least understand the annoyance.
One time he punched me.
He used to walk into my home, fart, and leave.
Well, that's just not okay.
You're a hero, Mr.
You
Rome.
saved us from the horrendous farts of Mr. Gorth.
Oh boy.
And now they all love me.
After your battle with Gorth, you return to the inn to get a good sleep. You awaken much refreshed.
Alright, I'm gonna give this a quick save. Gorth is dead.
You're starving.
I should. You're right. close to the... Alright, is it up here? Where's the eggs? How do I get out of this hallway? For the next 20 minutes, it's just me walking around behind this hallway. Whew. They make those exits a little narrow.
Well, it's the man who took down Gorf the Menace.
Hey.
Good morning, sir.
I was just defending myself.
Yeah, totally.
Hell of a defense, sir. It impressed most of the town.
They haven't seen me dance yet.
Well, the farmers that hang out over in the pub wanted me to tell you that your ale is on them today.
Alright.
Sounds like a tasty proposition. Just might have to make my way over there to take them up on that.
It does make me curious if I let him live. I mean, I still defeated him. Would they still be, you know, as big a fan of what I've done here?
You should. It'll be fun. Old Martin Japsworth's back in town too. He's what we like to call a hoot.
A hoot, eh?
A hoot, huh?
I did not know that was coming.
Yeah, if we get him drunk, he'll start telling all manner of wild stories.
That does sound like a hoot.
Yes, sir. He's usually in there at night. Lord knows where he is during the day. Probably sleeping off last night's mistakes.
Don't we all? Alright, Nina. Help me out here. I'd like some breakfast.
Hello, Mr. Rowan.
Never mind.
Well, it was wrong.
Oh.
You sit down.
Here's your meal, Mr.
Looks lovely. Thank you, dear.
You wolf down all the food and give a proper belch.
Let's check and see if there are any new interactions with these guys.
Well, hello, young fellow. How are you?
I'm above ground.
Indeed. Can I help you?
I can take the plate? Oh, I should do that. Never mind.
Well, it was...
You already took a plate.
I already have some plates. I'm all set there.
You should go see Rayford this morning. He did ask you to come, and he does get ornery.
Yeah, I figured I'd be doing that. Oops, he said something to me, and I did not think that was happening. I'll go say hi.
Good day, Mr. Rome.
I really kind of wish I'd seen whatever that was. I hate when that happens.
Well, I don't sell them, but I do have an old one I can trade you. I need a new hammer. Mine's getting worn. If you bring me a hammer, I'd gladly trade you for a saddle.
No, I did that already. I still haven't dropped that.
Take care.
What am I on here? Day 3, I think? Pre-sheriff. Alright.
Oh, hello! Are you feeling okay today? That was some fight yesterday. To be honest, it was about time someone stood up to Gorth. I was tired of having to throw him in the cells for a night. He used to give me wedgies through the bars.
That's not nice.
Why, hello, Mr. Rowe. Thanks for coming to see me.
No problem, Mr. Rayford.
Just Rayford is fine. I don't need the honorific of Mr.
Well then, Rayford, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just curious as to what you plan to do here.
Staying for a few days. Not sure I might find a girl, start a family. I like this one because it's kind of sarcastic.
Look, I realize you're trying to be humorous, but I'm serious. What are your plans?
No, seriously, I love kids.
Listen, you little scumbag.
Aw, come on.
I don't like you. You're crow, and I can smell that like stink on shit.
Thanks.
You must have wonderful olfactory senses.
I'm tired of you. And if you don't watch your step, you won't last until the bridge is repaired. Do you hear me?
Well, that's a strong statement.
I also smell you.
Get the hell out of my office. One more bit of trouble from you, and I'll turn you inside out and make you wear your ass as a hat.
He's quick to anger, isn't he?
Okay, I've got it. Just staying at the inn until I can leave.
Good. Mind your manners. Now go.
An older man, but still with a look of steel in his eyes. He's not someone to piss off. This guard is fat. You don't think he could...
Can I talk to him?
Mr. Rome.
Ooh.
This is a pleasant little village, and I intend to keep it that way. You've seen how I handle lawbreakers. Well, I don't roll a man's head for nothing, but I do have a jail, and it is currently full of people who've run afoul of our fair laws.
Is it now?
It's mostly peaceful. I'd watch out for the swamp, though. Weird things happen in there. There's also some religious cult that lives up in the peaks in an old abandoned fortress. They seem mostly harmless, but they're creepy as hell. Tyr is a lovely place, though they think far too highly of themselves. All knowledge and little common sense. The mayor is a buffoon. Goodbye.
Sounds good to me.
Feel free to stop.
Will do. So...
You're in Rayford's office. There's a doorway to the dungeon, the jail cell where Jan usually looks after people Rayford has arrested for minor infractions, and the desk where Rayford does his work. You see a drunken, older man. He looks like he's attempting to dress like an adventurer, but he looks more like a stuffed rhubarb. It doesn't. You start to talk. You start.
Hello, sir. Well, he's the sheriff. He's taught me so much about the law. Well, keeping law and order at least.
At least.
I grew up here. I always wanted to help the town, and Rayford was the first man to give me that shot. I used to work as a cook in the pub. People used to throw slop at me. Well, they slop me no more.
Good for you, Jan.
I love the law. The best place to learn about the law is Tyr, though. You're asking about me?
Oh.
Well, thanks. I'm fine. Martin's probably sleeping now. He'll be in the pub later for sure. That guy likes to talk and talk and talk. Good day.
You see a... He's too in...
Alright.
These are the large...
There's nothing for you.
Hanging behind Rayford's desk are 2 swords, 2 axes, and a shield. He probably put... These are the flags of the Kingdom of Lunaria, the village of Volksville, and Rayford's personal family crest. It's Rayford's desk. It's not a wrecking ball, but I'm sure Jeremy would love to sit on it and sing anyway. Naked.
I don't think I want to sit on that naked or not. Oof. Wait, there's a briefcase up here? What's this?
You're in Rayford's... Rayford has a handful of books up high on this shelf. You can't see their titles, but you assume they are along the lines of how to be a complete bastard.
Alright, I gave him a hammer. Ow. Who's this guy? I'm gonna go over and find the dude with the horse and try to give him that saddle. I think he's the one who wanted it. Up here, I think. Whee!
A blacksmith shop lays before you. As far as smithies go, this one looks awesome. Just kidding, it looks like a soot-covered dirt hole. But you're confident of 2 things. The owner reeks of sweat, and that his products are quality made.
You try with all. You play.
Ah, there's a bell.
You ring the.
Hey, horses.
Messing with a horse when.
Alright. Can we knock on this door?
This door is pretty solid.
Yeah. Alright.
A blacksmith. It's a strong. Whatever it is.
I can't steal the
You
tongs.
play around. Metal on metal, it's what I crave. Though you know anvil rocks hard, you can't carry this one with you.
Oh well. Put my hand in the fire.
Plunging your hand into fire.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Alright, talk to the apothecary guy much? I don't think I have. I should probably do that.
Hello again. Welcome to my shop. I hope you like it, and I hope I can be of assistance. We have many potions and elixirs. Also, you should know I'm buying components for my potions. Hello there. I'm doing well, thanks. I've got some new reagents for some new potions today, so as you can see, I'm very excited. It's my shop. My father was a farmer, but I decided to learn the art of mixing potions, poultices, and other healing and health arts. It's definitely my life's work. I grow a lot of my own reagents, but I'm always on the lookout for some of the harder to find items. I will always be able to buy tufts of wolf's fur and the venom sac from giant snakes if you can get them.
Wolf's fur. Snake venom.
Great little town, huh? I've lived here all my life. Yeah, quite gruesome, yeah? It's funny. Right after an execution, people come in to buy potions like crazy. Which is quite amusing, because I cannot make a potion that reattaches a head.
I like your sense of humor, Jared.
He's tough, but fair, I suppose. He scares me enough to keep me on the straight and narrow. I have a whole array of health-bolstering potions, poultices, and pills. Unfortunately, I'm all out of everything right now. Everyone bought out my inventory today. I'll be spending the whole night making...
Sounds like...
Oh, it is. I should be getting a whole bunch of new ingredients from the swamp this evening. Oh yes, the swamp is full of different plants and organisms that I can use in my potions. There's a little boy from town, Hobbs, who likes to play up there, and he collects things for me.
Foresee having to help Hob out of some sort of misfortune.
Oh yes, Hobbs. Nice boy. I pay him several blights for the items he brings. Actually, I hope one day he wants to become a pharmacist too. It gets dark in the swamp too, so I gave him some glowing fungus to help him attract fireflies, so he can see in there.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Unfortunately, I have none left. But it grows up in the Northwoods, usually on old or dead trees. You can see it easily at night.
Fungus. Alright. Oh, sorry.
You have purchased a heal.
Alright.
You have.
Okay. That's it.
Hello there. What, mate? What can I do? Yeah, I'm selling maps to Lunaria. Nice work on that one, mate. 100 lives and the map's yours, my friend. One beautiful new map.
Alright.
Nice to meet. It's a map of Lunaria. You spend a few. You pull out the.
Here we go. Okay, this will be helpful. Southwoods, Graveyard, Bridge, here. I've not been there yet. Almost done.
You decide to head over to the south wood.
Yes, fast travel.
Jeez, I'm sick of looking at all you losers. Too many men, not enough lady folk.
Yeah, we'll go up to tier and get ochre then.
You paying?
Oh no. You think I would apply for that kind of entertainment? If I did, I wouldn't be here with you.
Go with this. Huh.
This hunter has an awesome bow.
Awesome.
Looks like he can use it too by the... Ah, it looks like the hunters in the forest have built themselves a good old-fashioned deer stand. A hunter will wait in one until prey comes along. It can get boring. True story, I had a cousin, Matt, who once got so bored in one, he got frisky with himself and missed all the deer that came his way. Well, it looks... This hunter is field dressing the deer with the speed and alacrity of a veteran huntsman. You immediately hate him.
Just because he's good at something and I'm not.
Shut your mouth and get the hell out of here.
Grr.
Shut your...
Alright, I'm clearly not wanted, / not supposed to be here yet. Good to know. Can I go in here?
You try to open the door, but you realize it's been rusted shut for years.
Alright, let's open that path. Like you said, this is where the religious cult is, so yeah, let's... Ooh, so pretty.
You can see the Valley of Krasna laid out before you. It looks pretty majestic from this vantage point, actually.
Nice. Alright.
You could continue walking this way through the mountains for weeks, just to say hi to the Baron and his sons, who I'm sure would be happy to let you reside in their dungeons for eternity.
Alright. There are 2 ways to get rid of the guards. I'm sure there are. I'm gonna worry about it later though. I imagine I can fight the guards to get rid of them, but there's 3 of them, and I don't know how multiple combats work, but... Goat. Oh, come on.
A barn sits near the north of the... You see a saw slinged up against the stall. Say that 5 times fast.
Saw slinged up against the saw. See a saw.
Hanging along the wall, you see a crowbar. You also spot an old bridle upon the wall. Searching amongst the tools, you find a bridle. You take it with you. You pick up the sword.
And crowbar.
You're trying with all...
Because crowbars are always...
Searching amongst the tools, you find a crowbar which you take and stow in your backpack. You never know when you'll need to change your wagon's wheel or hit someone over the head. There's no...
tools much to
You're not...
Can I forage in the hay?
You take a small handful of hay from the pile. Who doesn't need some hay once in a while?
So true.
You've already got... It's... There's a barrel sitting over in the corner. It's a massive pile of... Hey! You're inside of an old but well-loved barn. There's a plethora of hay and tools about.
Points for plethora. Can I use my newfound crowbar to pry this open?
That doesn't seem...
Alright, fine. Practice thievery at the cemetery with my crowbar, you say? There's yeah, there's no way off the screen. Okay.
You pull out.
I haven't actually been to Tyr yet.
You head up towards the grave.
Sure, down there. I want to see. I don't think I've gotten this graveyard yet. Oh. Went off the screen again. Okay, that's where it is. Got it. Living water, falling water, death. Okay.
The graveyard is bordered by a rather magnificent stone gateway and a cast iron fence.
Taking a look at some of the reagents, I need a smooth rock, a hidden key, something that floats on air, a wyvern heart, and then I have a note to go see some guy in Tyr about that. Something like the wings of an angel, fly, etc. An animal, living water, falling water, and an item of death, also noted to be an animal. Read some gravestones.
This grave holds the remains of Stephen. I told you it wasn't a rash. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Here, Delia's buried at 80, when young, a lewd rapacious whore. Vain and expensive, but when old, a pious, sordid, drunken skull. Here lies Edith. Here lies my poor wife, much lamented. She is happy, and I am contented. Ronald Blake was hanged by mistake. Sir Alistair Strain, here lies an honest lawyer. That is strange. Here lies Johnny East. Pardon me for not rising.
Hey. Let's check out this.
This old door looks sturdy.
Doesn't now.
It's a crypt. Creepy.
Well, you know what I have? A crowbar.
You just ruin a perfectly good door. You have no reason to do that.
Small stone shack. Let's see a small stone shack here. So this way.
At first glance, it looks just like an ordinary stone door, but when you really gaze at it, there seems to be something different about it. Looking closer, you see a shallow indentation on the door in the shape of a shield. Try as you might. You try with all. Made from stone and wood, this old crypt looks like it would stand another 1,000 years.
That's pretty impressive.
Made from. This really is a massive graveyard. Rows upon rows of tombstones with the occasional large tomb breaking the monotony. A hell of a lot of people have died in Volksville. This really is a this. You play around.
Oh, interesting.
This is the front door to the house. You could have probably guessed that without me telling you, but I'm told most of you like to hear me tell you. So there you go. I hope you're happy.
Let's save this. It's the kind of place that looks like something here could happen. House. And of course, let's go.
Because in no way is this abandoned house inside the graveyard creepy, you open the door and enter.
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
The smell of musty cobwebs and mold hits you right in the face as you enter the old mansion. You see that it's quite dilapidated. You also see the door to the chapel past the broken stairs. You don't know why, but...
I do remember seeing that being used in the trailer.
This rug really ties the room together. You notice a urine stain on it.
I get it.
You're inside of a very neglected old graveyard caretaker's mansion. You imagine this was a nice home once, but still, it's in a graveyard. It's a portrait of a dapper-looking man. You believe him to be the caretaker stroke undertaker.
I might die again because I peed on the carpet. Oh no.
Even in a broken mirror, you look amazing. Whatever. What? Well, it looks like a collapsed staircase and a bunch of rubble. You found what appears to be the diary of the old caretaker Carruthers. Most of his writings are mundane. They dealt with dead bodies, burying them and saying nice words over them as they died. One passage catches your attention, as Carruthers goes on about how odd and disturbed he was by the burial of the Killington family.
The whole affair was presided over by this very strange-robed man, who demanded that I not open the casket that Jarvis was already laid into. It was a very heavy coffin, and we put it in the main sarcophagus in the center of the room to honor him. The man in the robes looked pleased with that, and when we were done, he went over and sealed it himself. He attached some kind of device to it as well. I was going to look, but he paid me 50 gold coins and said, "Do not disturb. Do not let others disturb." Then he made sure the others were entombed properly, and he spoke the sweetest words of praise and rest. He sang a song of what I do not know, but it was sweet and comforting. I found myself forgetting about the oddness of the ceremony, and as we all left, he sealed the main door up, removed the seal and the key, and went on his way. I never saw him again.
You closed the diary and you found one. You closed.
All right.
Scanning the wall, you can make out some of the old frescoes that were painted on the wall. Sadly, time has eaten them all away. It's a glorious old stained glass window. This is a beautiful carved wooden pulpit. It looks to be in remarkable shape considering how everything else looks in this place.
Huh.
You can't seem to figure.
Interesting.
You play around. It's a glorious. These pews are strangely in order. You figured someone would have vandalized them a bit. You would have. You look under a pew and you see writing scratched into the wood. These pews.
Oh.
Scanning the wall. These pews. You look.
N-E-W-S. News, but I bet it's actually about this. North, east, west, south. Yeah.
As you press the final button, the front of the pulpit swings open, revealing a secret passage. You peer in and venture down.
Guys, this is exciting.
Well, it looks like you've discovered something down there.
I'm very excited about this.
This is a door, invented eons ago by a man named Arthur Dorman. You're in a vast and cavernous space. It actually looks like this was some underground antechamber long ago. You see an elaborate stone wall towards the back, and in the middle of it, a door.
Who sent you?
Whoa.
Ken sent
No, wrong. Sod off. No one back here but a bunch of lepers anyway.
You should come back after you talk to the right person.
I should. Interesting. Well, that's a fun find. I think finding an actual secret passage is like one of my life goals. It'd be super exciting. Well, we had a fun time in there, didn't we, guys? Alright, let's do a little more tooling around in here. Oh, hey.
This man, you assume, is a gravedigger. Either that or he's some kind of ghoulish necrophiliac.
Greetings, sir.
Hello. You busy?
They'll wait.
There's always time to chat. No one here's going anywhere. Well, I'm fine. You can call me Bud, too. It's the name I like the best. Well, this is the valley's graveyard. Lots of graves here, and some tombs and crypts. There's an old caretakers and funeral home here, but no one's used it in years. It's a nice old place, but it's sorely run down. It was the old caretaker's place. Don't know now how long it'll stay standing. People think it's haunted. Beautiful chapel in there. Well, it's said that people go in, stay a night, and never come out. I, for one, have never tested this theory because I don't like to tempt fate. I deal with enough death and spirits. Well, some of the bigger ones belong to rich families of the town. And to you, I guess. Well, the Killingtons, for one, is on the east side. Big tomb. Can't miss it. There's a sad story there. Father, old Jarvis, went nuts, they say. He burnt down the house with the whole family inside. Some say he killed everyone before he lit the fire. Some say he locked them in, and everyone burned alive. Whatever happened to that poor family, I don't know. I don't want, I think.
That's interesting.
Well, it was a pleasure talking with you, sir. Don't be a stranger, but also don't be making me bury you.
Try not to.
This tomb was obviously for someone very important, or at least very rich. Was still quite dead, either way. The statue of an angel. It is stone and has wings like angels do. Did you just move a little when you blinked? Don't blink. Blink and you're dead. Don't turn your back. Don't look away. And don't blink.
Yay, Doctor Who reference.
Here I sit, broken-hearted, came to shit, instead I departed.
Instead you crapped out, it's more like it.
Beneath this stone lie May and June. Some say they died much too soon. In life they were sisters to us all, taken from us with one great fall. I just don't know what went wrong.
That's an interesting tombstone. And we're back here. Okay. Well, it's about 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna save it and call it here. Graveyard, day 3. Alright. And then I can quit. I'm sure. Oh, it just closed out the whole thing. Alright, well, I was going to leave you some background music, but oh well. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I'm kind of feeling the quest for Infamy, so sure, let's play this again next week. Get some more into it, see if we can find stuff in the North Woods. And yeah, until then, let's see. Heroes and Legends, Conquerors of Kolhar is our game that's on sale this week on Steam for 50% off. Check that out. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you again for watching, and have a good rest of your week, folks. We'll see you then. Bye.